While the mothership Yacht Adiva sailed for the Mitsio archipelago, the sport fisher Jaws took the crew out to Castor Bank.
Castor Bank starts at about 45 to 50 miles out to sea. It's a big bank that comes up from the depths of 2,000 meters all the way up to, in areas it comes up to about 12 meters. Produces large amounts of kingfish. Really good spot for all-around fishing. And obviously dogtooth tuna when they're feeding. That bank needs current, definitely. But yeah, you can sit there for days on end and have absolute fun just because of the size of it. You know?
It sounds like quite an interesting place. So vertical jigging, sort of heavy drop shotting, and yeah.
From a species point of view, as soon as we went the drop shot route, we started to just pile on the species by variety. I mean, it was just unbelievable. There were things that looked like huge damsels that we caught with sort of rose thorn type spikes on the side of their gills that actually point forward with a little sort of sheath that the spike folds into. Richard caught some kind of a scavenger, but it had an enormous sort of snapping kind of jaw and this very long protruding jaw. When you see it lying on the deck, it's just unbelievable. And that thing made such a noise when it slapped its jaws shut. And then the various types of grouper and rock cod and that we caught, just unbelievable. Some of them were absolutely amazing, and then you could watch them change color while you were fighting them, which was also unbelievable. And I mean, a lot of those places that we were fishing in were kind of 15 meters, 20 meters, you could see the bottom. So it must be absolutely awesome to actually get down there and have a look around. Yeah, when we got here, Paul was telling us about these giant grouper that they catch in a particular bay, and the first thing I thought was, oh yeah, brindle bass, it has to be. And when I mentioned brindle bass, he said, no, it's not a brindle bass. And he said they like the mud and whatever. So I thought, oh, she said, what else could it be? And I was really curious to see what it was. During the night, I heard a lot of stamping on the deck, and Paul gave me a shout and said, no, we've got a giant here. I was expecting a fish of, judging by the fight, maybe 80 kilos. And I thought, well, this is going to be a nice fish to catch. When it came up at the back, I mean, it was just flipping awesome. Its jaw was as wide as a wheelbarrow. It was just huge. This monster fish came up. But it was, I mean, to see a fish of that size in a place like this tiny little bay, is just unbelievable. So there's obviously a lot of fish in this area, and it's very productive, and it's great to see that they're still here, and hopefully, people that fish here regularly can actually keep it that way.